Baskerville Radio.
Hello. This recording accompanies the PowerPoint presentation called the particle model. You can pause this recording anytime you need to. We'll begin on slide 2. All substances can exist as a solid, liquid or a gas. It just depends on the temperature. For example, nitrogen, the gas that makes up 70% of the air around you, will become a liquid when it is cooled to around minus 200 degrees Celsius. Scientists believe that everything is made from very tiny particles. They use this idea, called particle theory, to explain what happens to solids, liquids and gases when they are heated and cooled. Particles are not static, they move around. They all have some energy due to their movement. One of the key differences between the states of matter, solid, liquid or gas, is how quickly the particles are moving, and this links to how close the particles are to each other. Slide 4. This shows some diagrams of particles in solids, liquids and gases. We call these the 3 states of matter. Solids. Solids have a fixed shape and a fixed size. The particles are very close together and held in place by strong forces called bonds. Their particles cannot move around, but they do vibrate. Because the particles cannot move around, a solid has a fixed shape. Liquids. Liquids do not have a fixed shape, but they do have a fixed volume. The particles are very close together. Most of the particles touch each other. The particles can move around, so a liquid can flow and take the shape of its container. Gases. Gases do not have a fixed shape or a fixed volume. The particles move around all the time and spread out. This is why a gas can fill its container. A gas can be compressed into a very small space. This pushes the particles closer together. Slide 5. Explaining expansion. As a solid is heated, its particles gain more energy. This makes the particles vibrate faster and they move further apart. The solid expands or gets bigger. The particles themselves do not expand, their size stays the same. Their mass stays the same too. Gases and liquids also expand when they are heated because their particles gain more energy and move around more. Expansion can be a problem. For example, railway lines can expand and buckle or bend in hot weather. Expansion can be useful too. Thermometers work because the liquid inside expands when it is heated and contracts when it is cooled. Slide 6. Questions. Number 1. Describe the differences in how particles move in each of the 3 states of matter, solid, liquid and gas. Question 2. What is the difference between having a fixed shape and having a fixed volume? Remember, volume means how much space something takes up. Question 3. When engineers design metal bridges, they do not make them in one piece. The joints they include often include overlaps of metal, which allow some movement. Explain why they are designed this way. Question 4. Explain why gases can easily be compressed, but solids and liquids are very difficult to compress. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.
Baskerville Radio.